Alrighty, hello. It's Masto here, coach of York Ninja Warriors, and we're here for our week 1. I'm overseas in London, so me and a bunch of the boys to go to Worlds. So we've unfortunately had to slip this draft match into in this little time window here, but it should be all good. We're going up against the LA Linoones. They are coached by on Discord it was Kinky Nesquik, but on here they're all day 0731. So either one of those names I suppose is fine. And they've got some pretty threatening stuff on their team. They've got a Rowlet, which is a tier 0. Ghastly, Bronzor, Krabby, Pumpkaboo, Axew, Mincino, Dreepy, Happiny, Lillipup, and Vanillite. So a lot of things that you can already see there that sort of like scream out. A lot of those lower tier Pokemon, Mincino, Dreepy, Happiny, Lillipup, Vanillite, even to a sense Pumpkaboo, all have a pretty rough time against Scraggy. So Scraggy will be key there. Scraggy's also really nice against Ghastly. We just have to play around Dazzling Gleam. We just have to also watch out for the Rufflet as well, because Hearts of Rufflet hits pretty damn hard. Rufflet, Krabby, especially with Hyper Cutter, can be pretty threatening because that's Immuno Intimidate and still hits us pretty hard with Crab Hammers and Liquidations. With a 105 attack, which is pretty high for Little Cup standard. Gassy as well. You're hitting pretty hard, going pretty fast. Pretty frail though, so we can take advantage of that. It's got a pretty wide move pool, so we just have to play that a little bit cautiously. Everything else doesn't seem too threatening. It's just really those three. Bronzor, I guess, could be a bit annoying. Pumpkaboo could be a bit annoying. Dragonet's Axew could be a little bit annoying as well. So we can go over our team at least. So first up we have Growlithe. Growlithe is just running a Will-O-Wisp, Morning Sun, Heatwave, and Protect, mostly special defensive. Helping a little bit. I wanted to throw Crunch on this thing. I had Crunch versus Will-O-Wisp. I ended up going with Will-O-Wisp. That may have been a mistake because I felt we might need a little bit more help against potentially the Krabby if we can get the Will-O-Wisp up first, or like on the switch in, and against the Rufflet too, because the Rufflet I'm pretty sure can learn Roost. So having that stick around and just be able to fire off pretty big hits is pretty nasty. Then nextly we've got Scraggy. We've got an Assault Vest on Scraggy. Just Crunch, Drain Punch, Ice Punch, Fake Out. Just kind of hits a lot of things really hard. And it's got Fake Out because Fake Out's good. Fairly bulky. We don't need too much offense to get a lot of the kills that we need to. So we've emphasized a lot on that bulk, especially on that special bulk. Because I think we can live one spread Dazzling Gleam from a timid Ghastly. Life Orb or not, I'm not 100% sure. I believe we do, just because it's not a stab move. Then we got Solosis. Trick Room is pretty nice into this matchup because a lot of our slower things are slower than a lot of their slower things. So we just got Side Shock, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, and Trick Room. We got the Cassib Berry so we can live a Shadow Ball from Life Orb Gengar and still be able to get up the Trick Room if we're not leading it beside like Togepi. Which Togepi's just fairly sort of standard EV like bulky follow me helping hand stuff. Then we got Glaring Mask because we have the Patcho Berry for being able to live like a Kingler big hit. Because we got the boosting nature, but we don't really need too much EVs into the defense to help take that hit. And we got the Will-O-Wisp there as well. That also helps with the Rufflet because Nightshade doesn't really hit it. And we got Protect on there as well. And then we got Q-Fent, just Life Orb, Shift Force, 3 attacks, Protect Q-Fent. Pretty simple enough. Q-Fent sort of just will play itself. We have the passcode. Let's put that in now. That should be good. We'll look for a double battle. In-game name is AJ. Okay. So I'm searching now. I reckon we found it. We have. Okay. Put a GLHF. And we'll go from here. Yeah, so a lot of those threats, basically just out the gate being brought. Which I think is fine. I think we can lead I think Scraggy Solosis as a lead is very good. I think Qfan and I think Growler for game 1 in the back. I think that'll suit as good as it can. So with the lead that we've got, the only thing that I feel super threatened by might be maybe a Ghastly. Or if it's like Krabby, like Axu. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think this is a fine lead for game 1 at least. Okay, here we go. So, game 1 is starting, and the lead is Ghastly Ruffalo. That's perfectly fine. Scraggy Solosis should be fine. Intimidate comes off, hits the Ghastly, and hits the Rufflet. So I think for this turn 1, it's just a Fake Out into Rufflet. And I think a Trick Room that should be fine. Withdrew Ruffler into Lillipup, alright. Interesting. But the Fake Out felt like fairly obvious. There's the Dazzling Gleam. And oh my god, we fucking chew that shit. That was scrumptious. Alright, so let's see what other stuff is potentially in the back. So there's Rufflet, there's probably Krabby, I guess. But I think the Drain Punch into Lillipup and the Psyshock into Ghastly is pretty free here. Like, the best way to take advantage of that is to, like, protect, attempt to kill Solosis with Lillipup. But I don't think Lillipup is really going to do it. Because we're pretty bulky on Solosis. And if Ghastly doesn't swap out, Ghastly's just dead. Like, that's all there is to it. And nothing, I don't think, really wants to come in and take a Psyshock. And then we can just follow it with an Energy Ball if the, if it's what's-his-face coming in the back. So yeah, there's the Psyshock. Is Scraggy slower than the Lillipup? The answer, probably not. But we are, alright. So this will probably just take it out. Yeah, easy. Let's fucking go Scraggy. So that'll heal us up a lot. That heals us up to a range where we can take another Dazzling Gleam. A Spray Dazzling Gleam, which is like insane. So we'll see what comes in here. Whether it's the bird, whether it's Krabby. It is Krabby. Okay, so we can just go for the Energy Ball and into it, and the Crunch into the Ghastly. That should be easy enough. That should be a double knockout. Unless it could be Rindo Krabby. That'll live it. Sash Krabby will obviously live it. Sash Ghastly also lives the Crunch as well. Yeah, that's the Krabby gone. And this is the Crunch, so is the Ghastly sashed? The Ghastly is Focus Sash. Okay, so nice little bit of info there. There's the Gleam. With the Drain Punch, we do take a second one. There's a crit on a Solosis as well, but that is fine. Not an issue at all. We still got a couple of turns of Trick Room left, so feeling relatively comfortable about this. Like, the Ghastly is on 1 HP. I'm not too threatened by it. I think we're almost good just to drop a double attack and on the Rufflet. Just double checking. Yep, 2 turns of Trick Room. All good. Yeah, we'll drop the double attack and on the Rufflet. We know the Ghastly's got Protect. It may look to go for it. There it is. Beautiful. So we've called that. Because this double should almost definitely pick it up. Oh, I don't think... Will the Drain Punch? I don't think it will. Okay, so the Drain Punch does, so... Good little win there, and we're not gonna retreat or anything. We have no reason to reveal anything in our backline. We're just gonna reveal the Crunch, and we're just gonna reveal the Psy Shock. We don't need to reveal anything else, and that is a game onto us. So that's good, coming out in pretty dominating fashion to start it at least. So I think we've done pretty well for ourselves. If the Ghastly gets a double here, that's fine, because we still got 2 Pokemon fresh in the back. But I think it will pick up the double. But yeah, so that was the best play from the Ghastly. But it's all good. Alright, and that is a very dominating game 1, so we'll see how well game 3 go forward. Do we want to change anything up? We might. What are your rules? It should be fine. I'll get that team up again. Let's begin. So what adjustment's going to be made? Bronzor may be an adjustment that comes, because it'll have the option to reverse Trick Room. I think we can afford to bring Togepi. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Togepi over Growlithe for this for the game 2. Because I think the Togepi redirection and disruption might help, because things definitely won't go as smoothly. So you might try to be a bit more cheeky, because Q-Fen can also do a lot of damage in this game if we can get it in the Trick Room, but we just don't have a way to pivot into it. So if Togepi takes a bit of a beating on switch in while we try to preserve something for later in the game, we could be able to get Q-Fen in a little bit more safely. We'll see. Ghastly Bronzor, yep, okay, so that's a pretty fine adjustment. There's the Intimidate from both ends. I'm gonna go on the aggressive here. I'm gonna swap into Togepi, and I'm just gonna drop a Psy Shock on Ghastly, I think. I think we can save Ghastly, and we can save Scraggy and the Fake Out and stuff for later. Bronzor protects, brilliant. Do we see Gleam again? Beautiful. Right back down to Sash. So that's pretty nice for us. Can't really complain about that. I think we can get off a Dazzling Gleam, and we haven't revealed Shadow Ball yet, so we can go for a Shadow Ball into the yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. We'll Shadow Ball into the Bronzor, why not? Ghastly protects, okay. That's fine, to be honest. Because if the Bronzor goes for Trick Room and we haven't gone for Trick Room, it'll just be a matter of, do we kill it? Bronzor use Heavy Slam. They might do a bit. I think Togepi still lives. Togepi fucking ate that. Holy shit. Togepi, you little monster. You are a little monster. How much did that do? That doesn't really do a lot. So that's probably either specially defensive or like the Violet Mon. That might be helping hand range though. So I'm pretty keen to follow me in Trick Room, as a matter of fact. Let's see what goes here. Shadow Ball. Beautiful. We should drop to the Heavy Slam, though. But that's okay. Fucking Togepi's a little monster. Togepi! But Moss! So yeah, now I reckon easy Helping Hand and easy Shadow Ball. I reckon that picks up the Bronzor. Because we haven't revealed Helping Hand yet. Helping Hand is completely sort of like just there. I reckon because the Ghastly's probably going to protect. No protect from the Ghastly. Oh, okay. Does this pick up? Oh, unfortunate. No pickup there, but that's okay. Because there's no reversing Trick Room either, so there might be a double knockout here from the Bronzor and the Ghastly. But we might be able to live because we are the with the berry, with the Kissy berry. So if we live this, we're looking really, really nice. We can get Q-Fan in. We do live it. Beautiful, beautiful. So now Q-Fan comes in. And Q-Fan isn't really afraid of, like, too much. Because what can Q-Fan do? Iron Hedge, just a consistent move. I think I'm going to throw that onto the Bronzor. Because that should pick it up. And then just Psyshock the Ghastly. Because Bronzor may want to switch into something that's immune to the Shadow Ball. Ideally, like the Rufflet. The Bronzor protects. Okay. Is there a double protect coming out this turn? It is a double protect. Okay. That's cool with me. So now with that being done, does that change my play? I think we got 2 turns of Trick Room left, and we've seen Protect on both of them. Solosis is kind of running out of juice a bit. But we still got Scraggy left. I still would like to take the double here. I still think we can go for the Energy Ball into the Ghastly, because that could swap to Krabby if they want to save it. And it's on 1 hit point, so it'll just always take out. So that's probably, like, the better play to go for. The Ghastly going for the double. The Bronzor going for Ally Switch. Okay. I don't know if this picks up the Bronzor. Okay. It still does. So it's still a double knockout, which is perfectly fine. But unfortunately, that is the end of the Trick Room. No, there's one more turn of it. There's one more turn of it. But I don't see a situation where we can sort of get it up again. Because there's the Rufflet. We could go for Rock Slide. And I think we still just Energy Ball the Krabby. Because the Krabby didn't really reveal much. So the Krabby's got Protect. Does the Rufflet also have Protect? Okay, so didn't really matter what I wanted to do there too much. Unfortunately for me. So this here means I think I just want to Iron Head the Rufflet and swap Solosis into Scraggy and get that Intimidate off. Finding if the Krabby's actually Hyper Cutter or if it's sheer force. It is Hyper Cutter, okay. The Rufflet's close combating. Did that just crit? No, okay. Yeah, Rufflet is just fucking insane. Alright. So we're probably going to lose this game too here. Oh, and it's Life Orb. Okay. That's good to know. That's a knockoff there. That's fine, because we're just knocking off the AV. They probably knew that by the ghastly numbers. Yeah, there isn't really like a great way out of this game at all. Yeah, there is literally no win condition, I think, anymore. It'd have to be a choke, but you really can't choke this position. Because, yeah, kind of just checkmated from all positions, but that's fine. That's all good. I think we'll still just go out, and we'll still just drop the Ice Punch and Rufflet, but the Rufflet's probably going to go for Brave. Oh, the Rufflet could miss, actually. I don't know if he's Hustle or not. But he's Life Orb, so there's a good chance that it's probably, like, Sheer Force. So it might have, like, Crushed Claw, or some coverage like that. But I definitely think that the Krabby just has our number here. But there was no real effort to sort of, like, deny the Trick Room, so maybe that's the route again for Game 3. The Ruffler protects. Interesting. Oh, we're faster than the Krabby. And it's revealed Icy Wind. Okay, that's good to know too. But yeah, here it's still definitely game, because I don't think we were killing a Krabby with the Drain Punch. And even like from what we're healing, like it's not going to be enough back. Okay, that Aerial Ace makes me want to think that that is a that is Hustle Bird. And it's just Life Orb. So yeah, that's cool. On to Game 3. I think we might go for Scraggy Solosis, though. Not Scraggy Solosis, Scraggy Yamask. This thing does have Protect, right? Yes, it does. And then Solosis and... Cufin kind of didn't do, like, a whole lot. So maybe we just run a supporting cast and just not have the, one of our damage dealers. Because how does this lead go bad? I guess this lead is like mildly annoying if it's Ghastly Rufflet. That could be the worst case. And I think in that case we're forced to like Togepi protect and then redirect and get a Trick Room up from there. So we just have to play it slower. If that is the case. It might not be. Bronze or Ghastly, okay. So I think we can just go with our what we want to do, which is crunch the Ghastly. Does the Ghastly Willow, or does the Ghastly just go for the attack? I mean, does the Ghastly like Gleam, or does it just go for the attack? I think I might just see. I think it goes for the attack here into the Yamask. All right, what's the Bronzor doing then? That's that's giving me a free Trick Room. What the fuck? That's so strange. That is, yeah, that's very odd. I don't really know how to feel about that. I'm very confused. And we also know the Bronzor slower than the Yamask. I have to get a Togepi. This is... That is a little bit annoying. Do they just not care if I get Trick Room up? Because like last time we let them get Trick Room up, they just got minced. Like, very cleanly minced. Yeah, okay, there we go. I'm not going insane. I should do a lot of Bronzor still. That is nothing. Okay, that is the Eviolite for sure. He can keep ally switching with that Bronzor like all he wants. That's fine. The Sludge Bomb, does this pick up? The Togepi of dreams, baby. That's a crit on the Ghastly. Well, there you go. And then we're gonna crunch the Bronzor, so I don't mind having the Bronzor dead. And I'm actually gonna protect the Togepi this turn. Ghastly protects. What's the Bronzor looking to do here? Does it go down? It does go down, okay. This is probably a Rufflet coming in here now, which kind of sucks. But I guess what we can do is take away Rufflet's ability with the Wandering Spirit Mon. And I guess we just Gleam, because there's no way the Ghastly doesn't Gleam here. This one actually does so fucking much. So now with that being in, I don't know my play because I don't know their play. I think this is a double into Scraggy and a Trick Room. I think without the Hustle, with the Intimidate, with the Berry, Solosis can live a double. That's my thought process. That still does a lot of damage. I don't think we live the double. Unfortunate, that is a loss. I can't believe how much damage that did. That actually did so much. Because the last has to be crabby, right? Like, there's no way the last is not crabby. So yeah, like, that sucks. It's like going Scraggy into the other slot because there's a double. Like, it lets Yamask go for Trick Room. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That gets all the stuff. Did I just get a Trick Room off? I protected. What the fuck is wrong with me? I can't believe my opponent is giving me so many outs to just go for Trick Room. Like, I actually think it's insane. I actually think they were, like, wanting to lose the game. That is... Yeah, that's so weird. I don't understand. Yeah, no words. Only tears. Yeah, there's literally nothing there. I can't believe, yeah, I just can't believe my opponent gave me so many options just to go for Trick Room on, like, any given turn. It's just a bit bizarre. Oh well. It is what it is, I guess. That is week 1. Very, yeah, that's so strange. I actually can't believe it.